Okay, we're here. We're going to be putting in some more sockets and some remote switching in this kitchen now. And as you can see, we've got metal studs that have been put in, and we're going to be putting in these adjustable metal brackets between these studs. So I've got this one already bent, so that one's going to go into there, then fold out that way. Onto those we're going to be fitting double back boxes, so just out of shot there's another wall. We're going to be putting a pair of switches on there, and there's some unswitched sockets at ground level. Over here we've got another switch to put in and another socket to put in at the bottom. That's for a dishwasher. Over here we're going to have a fridge, freezer and a washing machine. Because we're in metal studwork, we've got to use plastic conduit for additional mechanical protection. So there'll be 20mm conduit going up into the ceiling on a run there, then the cable will run across the ceiling, across here and down into this section here, which might just be outshot. We're going to be running 4mm, a new 4mm radial into this end of the kitchen. The far end of the kitchen is on the main house ring. This is, because the wall here is going to have insulation and it's going to be in conduit, there's a lot of derating that's gone on. A 2.5mm cable just won't cut it over here because of the washing machine, the fridge freezer and the dishwasher. They're all running at the same time. We could run the risk of overloading the cable. There's going to be a 4mm cable run back to the consumer board, which is also being replaced, but that's going to be done in a couple of weeks. So we're going to run that 4mm cable over the roof, not over the roof, through the rafters, down to here, and then basically run through here in plastic conduit. We're not going to do a horizontal run, so we're not going to drill holes in these, which is a good thing. We're just going to run them through the ceiling and down. So the first job is we're going to run the 4mm cable from the consumer unit, which is about 10 metres away from where I'm standing. We're going to run that in first, and then we're going to start mounting these brackets to the wall, and then the wall boxes, and that should get us to the first fix stage. It's a couple of day job. We're going to come. The longest part of this job is running that cable across, coming down to these brackets, and then we're going to get the. We'll use a Schneider embroidery system for the switches. I think that'll look really neat and tidy. I think it'll look a nice, neat and tidy job when we're done. It's just a shame no one's going to see it in the end. It will be plasterboarded off. Anyway, so I'm not going to video running the cable over the loft space because that's not really necessary. So we'll come back when I've run the cable and we'll show you how we mount these brackets. Okay, so we finally got the new 4mm cable installed. Now it's come down there. There it goes, all the way down there. So that's in. So we've now got to start working out where we're going to put these metal brackets, and we've got the white conduit to go in. So this switch is going, it's going a MK grid switch arrangement's going there, and then down the bottom will be 2 unswitched plugs, and then the cable, the radio cable is going to come back up there, across there, and if I'll just show you, it's going to be coming down here, so there'll be another switch for the dishwasher, and down the bottom there will be a single unswitched plug. So the grid switch over here will be for the washing machine and fridge freezer, which will be down there, and dishwasher behind me. Now, other building work going on is going on behind here. Behind this wall is the bathroom, and new pipe work is going in, so I've got to bear that in mind when I'm doing my work. So what we've decided to do is with these is we're going to mount them that way round, 35mm box on there, and then we're going to use these to hold the conduit into place. Probably a really good way of doing that. Sorry about that, the phone went. So just to repeat, what we're going to do, we're going to mount these sliding rails this way round, and we're going to put the 35mm boxes on there. Just drop that on the floor now as well. And we're going to use these saddles on the brackets to hold the conduit in place. It'll make sense when you see it in place. This way we can actually, because these cutouts are off centre, so we can mount this. There's 10mm plasterboard to go on the front. We've got 15mm pipework to go in as well, and then hopefully the 15mm pipework will either go in front of this bracket or behind it, and there'll be plenty of room. There's 70mm of space in this wall cavity to do all this work. So I think that's going to be the best way we do it, and I think all the pipework will go in nice and neat inside. Another reason for using the PVC conduit is obviously that my cabling is going to be less than 50mm from the surface, so it's going to have to be, it has to have extra mechanical protection anyway. Yeah, could I use metal conduit to do it? Well, that's debatable. That's for people in the comments to make. I'm sure there'll be lots of people commenting on this one. Anyway, so now we're going to try and work out the heights of all the different brackets for the brackets to go on. There are going to be 3 in total on this wall, one at the bottom, one there, and one there to hold the conduit in place, and then there's going to be another 3 over here, one at the top, one there, one at the bottom, and then there's going to be extra ones for the water pipe work for the bathroom. So that's what we're doing next. Oops. Oh. Get in there. Go there. There you go. 114 is there. That is there. Ooh. And we need. Okay. Whoa. Yeah, brilliant. Love this gadget.
Yeah, we're obviously going to have to reposition that box again, aren't we?
Yes. Just to one side, so I get the conduit in. You can't probably move it. Probably needs to move over 2 inches this way, and then the conduit could go up.
Yeah, I like that. That's a big improvement on cutting bits of plywood.
Yeah. That's going to be tough, that one. Right, so I just need to get that. I'll get the 3rd screw in there, and that should be level. It's right. Once it bites, it's fine. It's only just because the holes in this thing aren't already threaded. So you just, maybe if I put them in first.
So they need to be self-tapping screws, don't they?
Yeah. So I might do that with the other ones. I might put them in first to thread them, and then put the boxes on. That's perfectly level, that is now. That other screw's not quite in. There we go. Okay, that's in. Right. So, okay, so I will need to get the laser level lined up with that, so I can put the bracket in the right one up there.
Okay.
So yeah, if we move that out of the way, just move it about 2 inches that way.
Let's get a flat screwdriver.
Okay, so we've moved that out of the way, and now we're going to mount up the saddle. So I've got the laser level on, make sure we've got that lined up. That's not quite lined up actually. Let's just line that up a bit better. There we go, that's about lined up. So, and let's mark that hole off. So it's that one there. And that's where we're going to put the saddle. Get me a pen, put away in my pocket, there we go. Right. Actually that is going to be a bit... Right. Get that do the job. Oh! Do it the old manual way. So I'll get that in there. Dead centre. Okay, so that's in place, that'll hold that. There we go. Right, so that's mounted in. Right, okay, so let's get this on. Right, so that's it. Okay, so we know those are all in the right places. I just need to put the conduits in now. Right, so I'll get those measured off and we'll connect up those conduits. Okay, whoops daisy. Let's get that one in place. Get that on there. That out.
So that's basic here, but all the parts are available as well. Haircuts. And that starts solving the issue. Another useful accessory is the UJK assembly square. Now this has a number of uses. You can use as a quick reference, as a guide for a track saw.
Okay, that is straight. It's just, it's a bit curved on that bit there. That's okay, be straight to that point. So, okay, we can live with that.
I've got 2 sheets of virtual line, which I join together.
Okay, that's not gonna, that won't work. That's going to be proud of these beams, which is going to foul the plasterwork. So I'm going to take out the spacer saddle here and directly connect that straight to the bracket, I think. Okay, so on this wall, we're going to be putting in a single socket at the bottom, single switch, and bracket here, just like we did on that wall. So conduit coming down to the switch, and then conduit coming down to the socket. Roughly about 114 high here, 450 from the floor, and again we're about 70, the halfway between the two for the bracket. So I'm going to mark those off, and then we'll come back. Okay, so we've got all the metal bars in, they're all done, and we've got all the cable now down in the right place. It's junctioned in the loft, so we've got that cable going up. There's a supply cable coming from the consumer board to a wago junction box in the loft. One line then goes over there, and one line comes over here. Just makes it easier because it's 4mm cable. Masses of cable coming into the back of these boxes. There won't be enough room, a lot of room in the first place. So we're going to put a single gain switch here, double pole switch, and then there'll be a socket, single socket down here for the dishwasher. So we get those on, and then a bracket out there for the conduit, which we'll put in a second. So we've marked the hole already, so we'll get that screwed on, and then we can go from there. Between there and there. Put it down there. So that's all the hardware stuff and the cable down. So we just need to put the new consumer board on and liven it all up.
Tremendous.
So that'll just come down. That'll just come down to there. Another 4mm down there, and then worry about that one over there. And then we'll take out the old ring. Sorted.
Brilliant.
So yes, you can put, as I say, we can put that plasterboard on that side. That's not a problem. You're leaving the plasterboard off on this one because you've got pipe work to do, haven't you? Is that right?
Yeah, it's not going to get done for a while, that.
Right. Okay. So we can just carry on with this side, so,
Yeah.
and then that'll be done. Right. Now the socket fronts are coming tomorrow. I do know that because Screwfix have just confirmed it. See what we can do.